Welcome to 2024's Chelsea in Bloom, and also later in the video we're also going to feature Belgravia in bloom. Now for Chelsea in Bloom this year, the theme is floral feasts, which basically means mixing the flowers with different types of food, and you'll see that as you go through. So I'm not quite sure what the ivy was doing this year, but it looked very nice. Now how about this? This is something you won't see anywhere else. You see some of the displays repeated and similar sorts of themes, but this is the only one where you've actually got these boxes ready with noodles. So here we're on the King's Road and we're just going up and down it to bring you what they have in the different shops that are here. But here it's quite difficult to see what's behind the glass. So do you know what? Let's go inside instead and have a look. And how about these giant strawberries? Yes, just in time for Wimbledon. Now, if you're coming to this new or you haven't seen our video from last year, Chelsea in Bloom happens every year, and it happens at the same time that the Chelsea Flower Show is happening at the Royal Barracks, which is not a million miles away from here, and so does Belgravia in Bloom. So they're all done to coincide. So if you're coming down for that, then you want to come down here, or alternatively, if you don't fancy going in for that, because actually you've got to get tickets well in advance to get into a very, very small space to see the lovely displays, you can come down here and see all of this for completely free. So the retailers within the area have got a choice whether they take part or not, and there's different prizes for different competitions for the best arrangements, etc. But you've got to remember all of these are floral arrangements, which is just quite incredible, and we've got some amazing ones to bring you as well. How about this one? This is sushi hanging off a boat, which is quite handy because it's a sort of sushi restaurant as well. Fits in rather nicely. So the displays started on Monday the 20th of May and go on until Sunday the 26th. But of course the earlier you get up here, the fresher you're going to see the flowers. Although we did come across one instance where they were taking out the old flowers that looked like they were dying off and putting in new ones, and you'll see that when we get to Belgravia a little bit later. Now if you're coming to Chelsea, the main areas you definitely want to go down are the King's Road, because this is where these all are. And how about this for simplicity? This is Pizza Express. So what have they done? A giant flower themed pizza. And how about that pizza cutter there as well? And if you look really, really closely, you can see the detail of the olives. It's absolutely incredible. So well done to Pizza Express. And by the way, it's probably going to be one of the purchest Pizza Expresses that I've come across. And how about this one hanging from the side gate as well? Yeah, so the areas you've got to come and find in Chelsea are definitely down the King's Road. That's where a lot of them are, in different sort of retailers. That's shops as well as restaurants, cafes, and also banks as well. Yeah, all sorts of people getting involved there. You've got the Duke of York Square, which we're going to bring you, and that fantastic cut through that goes to Sloane Square as well. Plus you've got Sloane Square, which is for all intents and purposes a big roundabout in the middle of Chelsea. Plus you've also got Pavilion Road, all to go and have a look at some fantastic displays, and we're bringing you a great selection of them. Not all of them, but a really good selection. Now I'll also say right from the start, you can see how busy it is when I came up here and filmed. So to be able to get a shot like this where people aren't walking in front of you is extremely difficult. So if you've got people walking in front when you're looking at this, sorry, some things you can control and lots of things you can't. How about this though? Winnie the Pooh. The detailing is incredible, and I love the way you've got the pot on the table with the honey pouring out, which are the yellow flowers. Plus you've also got that little cake just in front of Eeyore. Now one of the things you've also got to let us know is which are your favourites as you're watching them. Do let us know in the comments down below. Right, you want to go outlandish? You want to go really big? These are all cakes, and yes, they are all made of flowers. In fact, I caught quite a few different people actually sort of not pinching the flowers, but touching the flowers. So if you are coming down here later, I don't know what condition these are going to be in, but these are just incredibly made cakes. The imagination that's gone into making these displays is absolutely incredible, and unfortunately we can't bring you everything that's going on down here, otherwise the video will be a couple of hours long, so we've got to be really, really careful with what we provide. But how about this? They've made the outside of this clothes shop look like it's a fruit and veg store. And what looks really funny, as you do with a lot of posh shops down the King's Road and in central London as well, they've got a security guard, and when he steps out, he looks like he's the greengrocer. Don't tell him I said that, otherwise I'm never going to get into that shop. I'll be a marked man. And then the shop decided to fill out its full frontage by doing the same on the other side. And there you go, there's the greengrocer there, standing duty, waiting for your orders. Right, round the corner from that, we have something which is Disney inspired, and I think that's from Aladdin, along with a whole load of fruit as well. So there you go, keeping in the food theme here. If lemons are your thing, you might want to visit here and come through the lemon arch. Just look at all those lemons hanging there. Now, if they're real, I can't imagine there'd be many parts of London where those lemons would be left after the first day. So I'm guessing they're sort of plastic. Now we're outside Lloyds Bank, and if you're in the UK, you'll know that one of the symbols of Lloyds Bank is the black horse. And they had that outside last year, but this time they've added a cart as well to add the food theme to it. Now here we're coming to the Duke of York Square, and we're right outside the Saatchi Gallery. And here you've got a whole collection of different types of fruit and veg. But just look at that bunch of grapes, and how effective does that look against the silhouette? Yeah, judging by the way that woman's looking, she likes it as well. Now down the road from here, you've got L.K. Bennett, the women's shoe shop. And outside here, you've got, well, afternoon tea. So you've got not only a sort of tea trolley here with all different sorts of stuff on the platters, and here you can sit down and have your photo taken, just like these two lovely ladies are, who are off for a stroll down the King's Road. By the way, if you know them, tell them they're on YouTube, will you? So if you fancy being noticed, but actually you just don't want to go for a theme, then join what Space NK has done here. Just brandish your products out there, and then just put some flowers looking like they're pouring out. Very effective. Right, this, I've realised after a long time, is a massive cocktail stick. Just think of the size of the cocktail that must have gone in. And that lump that's in red is meant to represent a cherry. But did you see? It's all made of chilies. So the picnic basket is out in the middle of the Duke of York Square, and we have the Wild Garden all around the big jewellers. Now this is always one of my favourite areas to come, be it Christmas, whenever they've got displays on here. This is the tunnel that leads from the Duke of York Square all the way through to Sloane Square. And in fact, this has been so well done. I've come through here a couple of times, and as you can see, the theme is sweeties with the sweet bags there, plus you've got the golden tickets, so aka Willy Wonka. Yep, sorry about that. I wanted to make sure you experienced it. Well, I experienced it several times. In fact, I only filmed it 3 times, but I must have been through there about 10. But anyway, as you can see, film camera going past and loads of people having their selfies taken. Right here at Trinny London. No, I hadn't heard of it myself before, but just look at these big lemons. So earlier we showed you the arch going around a shop with the real lemons on. How about these, all made of flowers? Absolutely beautiful. Then together with that, you have that wonderful little swing chair so you can come and have your photo taken. See, so many different places you can come and have your selfie done and put it on Instagram. Now, I love this, and I love the way on here it also says, please do not touch the flowers or take them. Because here, yes, you've got all the natural ingredients, and it tells you all about their different properties and how it can help you. So I thought I'd spend a little bit of time just bringing this to you, because if you're thinking you need a bit of help in these different areas, think of this as London Visited's community aspect, helping you, the viewer. See, we're all heart, aren't we? And the incredible thing about this display was the smell of the mint. Absolutely incredible. Right, if you fancy coming here, welcome to the Sweet Trolley. And yes, that roof is all made of flowers. Don't forget, as I said earlier, if you see something that you really like, just pause the video and have a good look. That's your best way. Right, we're now going to go right into the middle of Sloane Square. And this year, I love this. This is the Very Hungry Caterpillar. Do you remember that? So the book, children's book, The Very Hungry Caterpillar, which was done by Eric Carle, is one of those really popular children's books dating back from 1969, where he eats lots and lots of different things. And if you've not seen it before, I really suggest you go online, go to Google it, and you'll see the book and you'll see how well done this is. And you've got behind him all of the different foods that he ate. What with the caterpillar himself and all of the different types of food, this is just an absolutely fantastic display right here in the middle of Sloane Square. So we go with this, which is all food themed, to here. Now this is Cartier, and I can't see what the food relation is, but they've certainly done it up with flowers, especially for this event. And there you go, you can go and stand and have your picture taken with these two people. They were probably meant to be guarding the entrance. So if you watch the doors carefully, someone will quickly whip round the back and go and nick something, probably from Cartier. Only joking, Cartier. Right, this is meant to be a giant candy floss, and you can see the wooden stick right in the middle. And if you're starting to hope it's summer in London, where they got your lollipops here ready to go. They're almost like your rocket lollies. So here we're on Pavilion Street, and this is our last bit of Chelsea in bloom before we go to Belgravia. And how about this for a giant ice cream? Know someone that loves ice cream? Yeah, you definitely want to bring them up here. So we go from a giant ice cream helping sell the ice creams in the van next to it to Belgravia in bloom, which is a different theme. And the theme this year in Belgravia in bloom until the 27th of May is floral fun and games. Hence, you're going to see lots of cards and lots of different games. And how about this? These chess pieces. Unfortunately, with the torrential downpour we'd had the night before, it looked slightly the worst for wear. And for those of you a certain age, you'll know exactly what this is at first sight. It's a Rubik's Cube. And how impressive does this look? And as you can see from the people behind, it just gives you an idea of the scale. So Belgravia in bloom's got 6 or 7 sort of key points. This is one of them. This is Eccleston Yards. So not only have you got the giant Rubik's Cube, you've also got this beautiful display as well, where you can come sit back and relax on the swings and have your photos taken. Now here in Belgravia, we're down at Elizabeth Street, which is probably one of the main areas that you want to come to, because here a lot of the shops, a lot of the retailers have done themselves up. Now this is one of the florists right on the corner, which is opposite that very, very famous cake shop. You'll see it in just a couple of seconds. And they got flowers as well. But as you can see, they've all gone for the cards theme. So you've got the cards painted onto the windows, and then you've got this fantastic garland around the door of the florist. Then as you take a swoop around, you have this beautiful cake shop. Yes, it's always in an Instagram picture in London. That's Elizabeth Street. We're going to stroll up there in a second. And here at Tom Tom Coffee House, they've gone with the games theme as well. But can you see all the chess pieces in the garland around the door? There you go. That looks really fantastic. Plus they got them in the window as well, which some people took exception to when I was filming it. Right, you go down to here, and this was where last year they had the reindeer at Christmas with Father Christmas pulling the sleigh right by the postbox. This time they've gone for the card theme, and they've gone for the stacked card theme. How impressive does this look? And one thing to watch out for here, this is normally a really busy road because you've got all the coaches going into Victoria Coach Station. So just be careful where you're filming and taking pictures from. I really hope you're enjoying this, that you enjoyed Chelsea in bloom, and also you're enjoying Belgravia in bloom. And if this is the first time you come to this channel and you stumbled across this video, then do us a favour, will you? Not only give us a thumbs up so we can spread this video so others can love London as well, but think about subscribing as well and hitting that notification button. We put videos up 3 times a week, and if you love London, then you're going to love this channel. Now I believe that game beforehand was sort of a Donkey Kong, hence the big monkeys, gorillas going through. But how about this one? Fancy a bit of croquet on the waterlogged lawn? Yeah, it's not going to go that far, is it really? But anyway, you get the idea. Very nice. I love that bottle of Pimm's as well. I bet that's not real Pimm's inside it either. It's probably blackcurrant juice to make it look like that, otherwise that would be gone. Right, how about this? Monopoly. Fantastic to see down here as well. And also you've got all the different Belgravia places. And then how about that? Immerse yourself in fragrance as you pass go, especially for this fragrance shop here in the middle of Belgravia. And you could of course go nature spotting with this magnificent magnifying glass. And there's the butterflies. I think they just missed them. Now, I'm not sure if someone's taking someone for a walk or it's a game of doggy tug of war. But anyway, either way, this looks really, really impressive, especially with the poodles with their pink hair and here with their sort of browny beige coloured hair, all done with flowers, and their poodle tails as well. So here we're on the Pimlico Road, right by Orange Square. That's the one with the big Mozart statue in the middle. Now here, they haven't gone for a theme as such, but they've just gone for the red roses, which look really stunning when put in with these other sort of shrubs as well. Now, getting back to the games theme, how impressive does this look? Now, from this angle, it doesn't look like much apart from someone large in the shrubbery. Yeah, kicking 7 bells out of it by the looks of it. But when you change and turn your angle, you can see it's a football. Yes, it's someone having a game of football about to take their shot. This looks really good, doesn't it? But you've got to get the angle right on it. Now, one of the things I love doing when I'm up in London is just going for a walk off-piste, go and find different places. And I found this just behind the Belgravia area. So you've got this sort of water features with what looks like lotus flowers. But how about this glass sculpture? And this very much reminds me of the one hanging down from the Victoria and Albert Museum. And if you've seen our video on that, you know we featured that a few times also in our community post as well. And these just look fantastic. They almost look like individual lotus flowers just floating on the water. I must admit, I marked this one down as another area to come back to at another time. Right, let's get back into the heart of Belgravia, and this is at the top part over near Motcombe Street. And this is the place where they always have fantastic Christmas decorations, so it's no great surprise they've really gone for it with Jumanji. Now, if you don't know what Jumanji is, again, it's a type of game, but it's a game from a film. Or at least I believe it's from a film. I don't think it's an original game, or the game may have followed the film. But anyway, it's one where it comes to life. The original had Robin Williams in it, and you were transported back to the jungle. Hence, you've got the rhino, and you've also got the tiger there as well, with some gentleman who's filming there as well. Oh, that'll be me. Reflected in the windows. But there, how impressive does that look? Then we go down the road. We have the entrance to this hotel with snakes and ladders. And just check out those dice flower pots. And then as we leave this street and go into Motcombe Street here in Belgravia, you have this. You have different types of games. It's the Olympics. First, second and third places. And you've got it all set up with the Paris City line all silhouetted, ready for the Olympic Games later this year. Well, actually, probably a couple of months away now. I love what they've done. They got the person ready to sprint off the blocks, mid-sprint, and then having a good old run down the bag straight. Right, we're here on Motcombe Street, and how about this? So as we show you the team that's going around and making sure all these fantastic decorations look amazing right to the very end of the displays, what was your favourite? Do let us know in the comments down below. Which do you prefer, Chelsea in bloom or Belgravia in bloom? And I wonder what themes they'll have for next year. Do let us know down in the comments down below which was your favourite, but also your favourite display, and what theme do you think they could run in each of them next year? Be interesting to see your thoughts. This spring in London, the flowers have been absolutely phenomenal, so I've left you with a video up in the top right hand corner where we went to the Victoria Embankment and some other places and caught this year's tulip display. Click on that, see you in there.